The Great Recession gutted our bright horizon. The timing couldn't have been much worse for baby boomers. Now millions of us who are knocking at the door of retirement are turning away for lack of money. Everything about our financial readiness screams of disaster, and pathetic realities suggest that we're screwed. We can't just ease into retirement like earlier generations did. Yeah, we're cornered. Safety and long-term security when we retire will be about as serious as armed combat. So unless you're willing to just throw in the towel and give up, you've got to come out swinging with a formidable defensive position to keep you safe for the rest of your life. Then, after we assess the threats ahead, I'll introduce a strategy to protect the roof over your heads until the end. In case you didn't know, this is a tall order. And once deployed, it can eliminate overwhelming stress and unthinkably dire consequences, providing a safe, secure retirement on a shoestring budget. I'm going to use it, and you'll probably want to as well. The sole purpose of this short video is to prompt you to watch a longer video about something you need that you don't even know you're looking for. Something that can make a secure retirement possible, even on an underfunded nest egg. But the proof you want will take more than 5 minutes to unfold. I'm giving you information that took months of focused research to identify, so it's unlikely you'll stumble on it again. It unlocks a much clearer perspective to protect you and the roof over your head for the rest of your life. For me, it's a paying it forward thing of making a difference in the lives of my peers by providing solutions for their personal security in a retirement many fear can never happen. These are brutal statistics suggesting that over 60 million boomers are at risk to run out of money before they die. That's over 80% of us, double the number that AARP said admitted they'd work until they drop. Pretty crappy odds, don't you agree? But it's the old financial guidelines that say we're at risk. Hey, we're the baby boomers, and all our lives we've changed status quo in every aspect of society as our sheer numbers bent, broke, and changed the way things work to suit our needs. Now, we're going to change how retirement works. If at retirement you have a net worth of $2 million or less, you know you're a part of the at-risk 80%. I can tell you this, unless you're filthy rich with money to burn, planning for your retirement will be no easy feat. And if you're over 67 or 65 or even 62, there's precious little margin for error because once you lose or quit that job, recovering from even a little financial slip-up becomes more difficult and prolonged. And a boneheaded blunder, well, that's in a totally different league. And if you're among the 30 million who admit that they plan to work until they drop, even that strategy will fail if you lose your job. A word of caution, don't count on the government for a solution. They don't have one. Hope is not a strategy. There will be serious consequences if you don't deploy a formidable defensive strategy before any event can rock your personal well-being. Trying to pull it off just one day late will not work. But I can help you now. No matter how much you have or haven't saved, I will tell you that if I had to pick one thing that can make your final years better, it would be having plausible choices rather than impossible problems. Boomers are procrastinators. That's our generational Achilles heel. So put procrastination aside long enough to protect yourselves and avoid becoming a casualty in our distracted society. After that, you're welcome to reclaim your coveted procrastinator status because you will have been warned and armed with a solution. Then it's all on you. Most of us are speeding into old age unprepared for retirement. Having masterfully procrastinated through the planning and saving stage, we'll need to unleash a formidable defense or we might find ourselves displaced by an unplanned circumstance. Remember this guy? An overwhelming majority of us, probably including you, are only one accident or medical emergency away from this sort of dire consequence, unless your formidable defense is nailed down before an unplanned emergency takes everything you have. It's not hard, so there'll be no excuses. Hey, I'm just the messenger here. All I did so far is introduce the glum box that most of us try to plan around, the one that suggests that maybe we should just work until we drop. Yeah, I see where you're going. You're thinking guns, knives, swords, explosives? And I'm thinking, nope, that sort of thing can make a real mess. To secure the top retirement objective, a roof over your heads until you die, there's a stealthy approach just oozing with permanence. Even that job you're counting on to keep a roof over your head until you drop can be eliminated by a medical emergency, an accident, even an unfair layoff. Deploying insufficient nest egg assets using counterintuitive methods can allow tens of millions of us to retire safe and secure until the end. Watch the full-length video, then you be the judge. Spending under an hour learning solutions to issues that many of us lose sleep over will change your perspective on how you can beat the overwhelming odds that a consensus of opinion says will defeat you. You may even choose to buy my skinny little book for about the price of 2 McDonald's value meals, so you can drill down even deeper. The title: What Every Senior Ought to Know About Retiring. This book uses plain talk about a simple event that often sounds complicated. I'm publishing this to give seniors who haven't saved enough for a traditional retirement a fresh perspective to an alternate retirement strategy.